Hello, hello, my dear friends. Hello, my dear friends. I hope the video and audio is clear. I hope the video and audio is clear. Good evening, good evening, good evening, Sonu. Good evening, Akshara. Good evening, Joshita. Good evening, good evening, Subhana. Good evening, Vishnu. Good evening, Jasmine. Yeah, I'm fine, everyone. Right. Now, in the last class, we have discussed about the which one we have studied about the empirical formula and the molecular formula concept we have studied, right? So, based on that one, we'll do a one question now so that our concept, whatever we have studied, it will be clear. May I know lent some LENT, uh, the one who has came LENT, may I know your name? Now I will give you the one question. Good evening, Vishnu. Good evening, Vaishnavi. Okay. Okay, Vaishnavi. Okay, fine. Now, based on this concept, we'll do a one question so that whatever the concept we have studied, that it will be clear for you. Right. Now, I was giving the one question for you. Now, yesterday we have studied about the molecular formula, empirical formula, right? So, based on this molecular formula and empirical formula, I was giving a one question for you. Good evening, Nitya. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Right. Now, what is the question they have given? No. Weight percentage or weight percentage of nitrogen, weight percentage of nitrogen in its oxide, in its oxide is 26. Means weight percentage of nitrogen in its oxide is 26. Means percentage by weight he has given 26. What is its empirical formula? What is its empirical formula? What is its empirical formula? Right, my dear friends, nitrogen percentage is he has given, then indirectly the leftover percentage will be the oxygen only. A N2O5, B NO2O, now C is NO, D is uh, D is none of the above. Now calculate it and say me. Calculate it and say me. What is the empirical formula? What is the answer? Calculate it and say me. What is the answer? Are you trying? Okay, try. What is the answer you got? If you don't know, you can give the question mark. I am ready to explain, but don't lag the question. For this question only, you are taking the more than 1 minute. Now I will explain. Now listen. Should I explain or will you try? Should I explain or will you try? Good. Answer is A. Right. Answer is A. Good. Now here, yes, option A. Good, Vaishnavi, good. Now here the nitrogen by weight he has given 26. Now the remaining 74 percentage will be the oxygen only. Already I mentioned you very clearly. If suppose whatever may be the question, if they have given percentage, if it is not equal to the 100, now the remaining percentage will be the of which one? Of oxygen only. Then here, now weight by atomic weight, if you do 26 by 14, now this will be the 74 by 16, right? This will give you approx how much? 1.857 something it will give you. This will give you approx 4.625. Then if you do divide it by the least moles, approx nitrogen it will get 1 and it will get the 2.5. But simplest empirical formula should be in the complete number. Then if you divide it with the 2, it will become N2 and it will become O5. So N2O5 is the answer. N2O5 is the answer. Clear? Right. Now, right. Option A. Next, the next concept that we are going to study, that is a minimum molar mass question. I mean, like, actually this is not the concept. Based on the question we are going to study how to calculate the minimum molar mass in the given question. Minimum molar mass. If you want to calculate the minimum molar mass, a compound as 8% magnesium by mass. Calculate minimum molar mass. So whenever this type of the calculate minimum molar mass question if they have given, my dear friends, you have to be very careful. If suppose O2 they have given, it's a minimum molar mass, you have to take it as which one? 16. If suppose something SC8 if they have given, it's a minimum molar mass, you have to take it as 32. You should not take total molar mass of the atom. Okay, only minimum means least molar mass you have to take. Then here he is asking for the magnesium least molar mass is 24 only. Now in this, we have to solve this question, 8 gram will be referred to the which one? 100. Means in the 8% of magnesium that present in 100 gram. 100 gram. Then now minimum molar mass 24 gram of magnesium will have how much weight? Just if you cross multiply, x is equal to 100 into 24 by 8, that it will give you the approx, how much it will give? 300, right? 300 grams it will, 300 AMU or 300 grams it will give. So in this manner you have to calculate, right? Minimum molar mass, compound, the molecule, how much molar mass we are having, that if you take, now you will get the minimum molar mass. I hope it is clear for you. Yes, 300. Now next one. Now one question I will try to give you for you. Now you have to say me the answer. Minimum molar mass. No. Right. A compound has 8% oxygen by mass. 8% oxygen by mass. Okay. Then calculate its minimum molar mass. Calculate its minimum molar mass. Calculate its minimum molar mass. Say me the answer. Calculate its minimum molar mass. Calculate its minimum molar mass. It is 200, right? 8 contain 100, then minimum 16 contain how much? X is equal to 100 into 16 by 8. It will give you the 2. Then x is equal to 200. X is equal to 200. Good, good, good. Good Akshara, good Joshita, good Subhana, good Nitya. Right. Next one. The next concept that we are going to study, it is a very important concept, and repeated questions we may expect, and most of the students, they will get confused in this topic. Actually, this topic, before going to start that limiting reagent concept, limiting reagent will be applicable only for the balanced chemical reaction. So before going to that balanced chemical reaction, my dear friends, I am saying, in the question, never and ever they will give you the balanced chemical reaction. So you have to consider whatever may be the atoms they are reacting, that atoms chemical reaction you have to be remember. Based on that you have to find out the LR. But majority of the questions, they will not give you the chemical reaction. So majority of the students, they will feel difficulty to solve the limiting reagent questions. Why most of the students, they will feel difficulty in the mole concept? The question terminology, they will not give you properly. Actually, LR means, first of all, they have to applicable only for the balanced chemical reaction. Now magnesium reacting with the oxygen, it will give the magnesium oxide, but they will not give you the magnesium oxide. Magnesium reacted with the oxygen. Now what is the product's mass it has obtained? Then without knowing the balanced reaction, how to find out? So whatever may be the balanced reaction, that LR concept they are going to ask, majority, maximum to maximum, the balanced chemical reaction I will write. So the only thing you have to do, just depending upon the question data what they have given, that balanced chemical reaction you can cross check it from here, so that it will be easy for you while solving the questions, right? Now the next the concept that we are going to study chemical reactions. Chemical reactions. Right? Now, what is the meaning of the chemical reaction? When the existing bonds are broken, when the existing bonds are broken and the new bonds are formed, and the new bonds are formed. Existing bonds are broken and the new bonds are formed is known as a which one? Chemical reaction. Right? Now, in this chemical reaction, balancing chemical reaction. Balancing chemical reaction. So, how to balance the chemical reaction? Now we'll see. Now let's suppose N2 plus H2 gives rise to NH3, they will give you. Now this you have to balance. Now how many nitrogens we are having? 2, right? If you keep it 2 here, total how many hydrogens it has become? Total 6. Here how many hydrogens we are having? 2. So if you keep the 3, it will become balanced. Right? In that manner you have to balance the reaction. Next, the next reaction they will give you like sodium carbonate. When it is reacted with the HCl, they will not give you the products. They will not give you the products. So these reactions they will not give you in the question. So majority of the students they will feel difficulty to solve the mole concept questions, and that too in the LR concept. So sodium carbonate plus HCl, when it is reacting, it will give you the sodium bicarbonate plus NaCl. Okay. Next, suppose sodium carbonate plus 2 moles of HCl if they have given, 2 moles of HCl if they have given, that it will give you the carbonic acid plus NaCl. This type of the reactions, if you remember, whatever may be the LR question they may ask, you will not get a difficulty. So that's the reason I was giving. Next one, H2SO4 plus 2 moles of NaOH if they have given. Can anyone say me what is the products you will get? What is the products you will get? Can anyone say me? Can anyone say me what is the products we will get it here? Can anyone say me? If you know the answer, say me. If not, give me the question mark. Okay. Right. Good, Joshita, good. Na2SO4 plus H2O. Na2SO4 plus H2O. Next, this is a very important reaction. They are asking in the question. If KClO3 upon heating, what it will give? KCl plus O2. May I know? Can anyone balance this question? Can anyone balance this question? Can anyone balance? Can anyone balance it? Can anyone balance it? Can anyone balance it and say me? Good. 2 KCl plus 3 O2. Correct only. Now, here the 2 moles, if you take, it will become 2 KCl plus 3 O2. Right. 2 KCl plus 3O2. Good. 2 KCl plus 3O2. Next, sodium bicarbonate upon heating. Sodium bicarbonate upon heating. May I know what are the products you will get? May I know what are the products you will get? Sodium bicarbonate upon heating. What are the products you will get? Sodium bicarbonate upon heating. What are the products you will get? May I know? Sodium bicarbonate upon heating. What are the products you will get? May I know? If you know the answer, say me, but don't search in any Google or any chat GPT or something. Don't use anything. Just if you know the answer, try to give the answer. If not, I'm ready to explain, because these reactions are very important. Good. It will give you the sodium carbonate, Na2CO3 plus H2O and CO2, and it is a no. It will give sodium carbonate plus H2O plus CO2. Yes. Sodium carbonate plus H2O plus CO2. Right. Good. Everyone, good. Next, now this H2CO3, carbonic acid upon heating. What it will give? Carbonic acid upon heating. What it will give? Carbonic acid upon heating. Carbonic acid upon heating. Carbonic acid upon heating. Actually, this carbonic acid will be in the equilibrium with, actually this carbonic acid will not be exist in the H2CO3. It will be exist in the nature as a H2O plus CO2. This you have to, these reactions are very important. They will not give you in the question. Yes, they will not give you in the question. You have to be very careful with this one. Right. Next one, combustion reactions if they are given. Yes. Combustion reactions if they are given. Combustion reactions if they are given, like CH4 they have given. CH4, when it is reacting in the presence of oxygen, what it will give? It will give you the CO2 plus H2O. CO2 plus H2O. If suppose if they are given the CO2 plus H2O, first how to balance the combustion reaction? First balance the carbon. Okay, first balance the carbon. Next, second balance the hydrogen. Right. Third, balance the oxygen. Right. Here you can see how many carbons we are having this side. The carbons, number of carbons are 1. So product side also carbon 1. Next, number of hydrogens are 2. Sorry, here 4. Reactant side, here how many? 2 we are running. Just you keep the 2. Right, hydrogen balance. Then after that you balance the oxygen. How many oxygens we are having? Here total 4 oxygens we are having. Here in the reactant side we are having only 2. So just if you put the 2, this is a balanced reaction. Right. Now can you see me the answer or balanced equation for this one? C6H5COOH plus O2 gives rise to CO2 plus H2. Can anyone say me? Now how many moles are? Let's suppose this is X, this is Y, and this is Z. What is the X, what is the Y, and what is the Z? What is the X, what is the Y, and what is the Z? What is the X, what is the Y, and what is the Z? What is the X, what is the Y, and what is the Z? What is the X, what is the Y, and what is the Z? What is the answer? What is the answer? What is the x? What is the y? What is the z? Are you there? My dear friends, are you there? My dear friends, are you there? What is the answer? See, here, now, here how many carbons we are having? See, Amma, here how many carbons we are having? 7 carbons, right? Just you balance first. Here the 7 carbons we are having, right? How many carbons we are having? 7 carbons. Right? Here how many hydrogens we are having? 6 hydrogens. So the Y will be, how many? 3. Right? 7 CO2, 3 H2O. Here how many oxygens we are having? Total 14. 14 plus 3. 14 plus 3 how many? 17. 17. Here how many oxygens we are having? 4 oxygens we are having. Now out of 17 we are having the 4 oxygen. Remaining is 13, right? Just you put the 13 by 2. That's it. This is a balanced reaction. This is a balanced reaction of the which one? Combustion reaction. Total amount 7 to the 14. 14 plus 3. 17. 17 already here we are having 2. Here we are having 2. It will become 15, right? Oh, sorry. 17 means here 15 by 2. Sorry. Just 15 by 2. If you cross multiply, if the here the 2 will get cancelled, here 2 and here the 15 by 2. Right. Now the general equation of the combustion reaction will be general equation for combustion reaction. I mean the combustion reactions, if they are given, the general equation will be CXHY plus X plus Y by 4 O2 gives rise to X CO2 plus Y by 2 H2O. This is a general equation of combustion reaction. Now here the X is how much? 7, right? You can see here the X is how much? 7. Now here the which one? H we are having how many? H we are having, clear? H we are having how many? 6, right? If you balance it, you will get the answer. Now next one, analysis of the balanced chemical reaction. Next one, analysis of the balanced chemical reaction. Analysis of balanced chemical reaction. So whether this is a balanced chemical reactions or not, now we have to see. Analysis of balanced chemical reaction. In the analysis of balanced chemical reaction, now we see whether it is balanced or not. First, N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. 2NH3, right? Now here 1 mole of N2 reacted with 3 mole of H2. 1 mole of N2 reacted with 3 mole of H2 gives 2 mole of NH3. Gives 2 2 moles of NH3. Its stoichiometry mole ratio is 1 is to 3 is to 2. 1 is to 3 is to 2. For every reaction, you can see, for every reaction, there is we are having the fixed stoichiometry. What? For every reaction, what we are having? Fixed stoichiometry we are having. Right. Every reaction having the fixed stoichiometry. Every reaction has fixed stoichiometry. Right? Now, stoichiometry, this very key point you have to remember. Very key point. Stoichiometry is valid only for balanced chemical reaction. Balanced chemical reactions only. Balanced chemical reactions. If the reaction is balanced only, for that only the, which one? For that only the stoichiometry will be applicable. Right? Then, here, depending upon this stoichiometry, here we are having the two cases. What the cases? What we are going to see with this stoichiometry? First one, case 1. Now, what is the case 1 that we are going to see? If two or more reactants are present, if two or more reactants are present, they are taken in, they are taken in same mole ratio of stoichiometry mole ratio, they are taken of same mole ratio of stoichiometry mole ratio, then all reactants will be consumed into products. Now we'll see what does it mean. Now, whether it is consumed or not. Best example I will say you. Now, here N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. Now, what is its stoichiometry mole ratio? 1 is to 3 is to 2. 1 is to 3 is to 2. Now, let's suppose I was taking, instead of taking the 1 mole, I was taking the 2 moles of N2. 2 moles of N2 reacted with 6 moles of how many? 6 moles of H2 gives 4 moles of NH3. Then 2 moles of NH3, if it is reacted with the 6 moles of H2 to give the 4 moles of NH3. Now you see, this questions 2 moles of N2 when it is reacted with the 6 moles of H2 gives rise to 4 moles of NH3 in the question if they have given. Then its mole ratio also in the form of 1 is to 3 is to 2. According to the question data, we have to solve. According to the question data, stoichiometry mole ratio and whatever the moles they have given in the questions mole ratio. In the questions, how much moles they have given? This moles ratio. If both are equal, that it means there is no any reactant will be left at the reactant side. 1 mole of N2 has been converted into the ammonia and 3 mole of H2 is completely converted into the ammonia, it is saying. Clear? This point is indicates that if in the given question and What if in the given question it's mole ratio, that's mole ratio, if it is equal to the stoichiometry mole ratio, then all the reactants will be consumed into the products. All the reactants will be consumed into the products. I hope, my dear friends, I hope the video is clear. Audio in the video is clear. I hope the audio and video is clear. My dear friends, is the audio is clear? My dear friends, is the audio is clear? Now due to some issue the video is not visible, but okay, we'll go with the audio only. Now if the mole ratio, what the mole ratio, if in the given mole ratio, if it is better, I will turn off the camera. We'll go with the without camera itself. Now we'll see. Here it indicates that all the reactants has been consumed into the product. Now let's suppose in the case 2, in the case 2 case, the case 2, here I was taking the one reaction, let N2 plus 3 moles of H2 gives rise to 2NH3. This is a one balanced chemical reaction. In the question what I was saying, 6 moles of N2, 6 moles, this stoichiometric coefficient is 1:3:2. 6 moles of N2 reacted with 6 moles of N2 reacted with 3 moles of H2, 3 moles of H2 to give ammonia, This is the data of the question they have given. According to the balanced stoichiometry, we are having the 1:2:3. Now here the question data they have given in this manner. Now the question data they have given, it is indicating that first of all, whatever may be the question they have given, we have to cross check with the which one balanced chemical reaction. Means 1 mole of N2 requires 3 moles of H2 to give the 2 moles of NH3. Now for the 6 moles of N2, requires how many moles of H2? 18 moles of H2 we require. But in the question data they have given only 3 moles of H2. But actually we required how many? 18 moles. But in the question how many moles they have given? 3 moles. Means what does it mean? Here we required 18, but here it is having only 3 moles. Means it is indicating that this H2 will completely converted into products. And this one we call it as limiting reagent. Means we required 18, but it is having only 3. Means it is having in the limited, right? It is present in the limited. That's the reason we call this as a limiting reagent. This we call it as which one? Limiting reagent. Now, sir, we have cross-checked with the which one? Hydrogen, right? So we cross-check with, now we'll cross-check with the hydrogen case, or how many nitrogen it required. 1 mole of N2 require 3 mole of H2. Then for the 6 moles of N2 require 18 mole of H2. Right? Now we'll do with the reverse one. Now 3 moles of H2 require 1 mole of N2. What? 3 mole of H2 require 1 mole of N2. Now same case, 3 mole of H2 require how many moles of N2? 1 mole of N2 only. Right? It require 1 mole of N2 only. For the 3 moles of H2 require 1 mole of N2 only. But in the question, how many we are having? 6 moles we are having, right? Means we required 1 mole, but we having 6 moles for the nitrogen case. But hydrogen case, we required 18 moles. We required 18 moles, but we have how many moles? 3 moles. So that's the reason H2 is a limiting reagent. H2 we call it as a which one? Limiting reagent. That we call it as a LR. I hope it is clear. I hope it is clear for everyone. Or still you are having any confusion? I hope it is clear for everyone. It is clear? Or you are having any confusion? This LR concept is clear? Right? Now we'll go with the one question, so that whatever may be the confusion you are having, that it will be clear for you. Actually, what the question they will give you in this manner. Find the LR when 0.2 mole of Al reacted with 0.149 mole of Cl. Now find the LR. Like this they will give you. So here what they will do, here they will not give you the balanced reaction. If they have not given the balanced reaction, means how to find out? First of all, you have to balance the reaction. After balancing the reaction, that balanced reaction stoichiometry you have to cross check. Then after this number of moles whatever they have given, that you have to cross check and you have to give the answer. In this manner you have to solve. Will you try? Will you try, my dear friends? Will you try? Should I give any hint? Yes. Try it from your end. Equation they will not give you. They will not give you in the question. You have to find out the equation. That's what I am saying, they will not give you in the question that equation. You have to find out the equation. From that equation you have to solve the question. Equation they will not give you. If they have given the equation, means then what the use of the question? That's what I am saying, in the limiting reagents, the balanced chemical reaction, they will never and ever they will give you. Okay, for the first question I will give you the equation. For the next question, from that you have to try. Al plus Cl gives rise to AlCl3. So 2 moles of Al and 3 moles of Cl2, 3 moles of Cl2, this is 3 moles of Cl2 gives rise to AlCl3, that is 2 moles of AlCl3. Now the balanced reaction I was given, now you find it and say me the which is a limiting reagent. Which is a limiting reagent, now you calculate it and say me. No, not the Al is Lr. Once you cross check, see 2 moles of Al require 3 moles of Cl2. 2 moles of Al require 3 moles of Cl2. Then 0.2 moles of Al require how many? 0.2 into 3 by 2. It requires 0.3 moles of Cl2 it require. But how many we are having? 0.14 we are having. We require 0.30 moles of Cl2 we require, but we are having 0.14. 0.14, if it is having 9, 0.14 mole of the Cl2 it is having. We require 0.30, it is having 0.14 mole of Cl2. So Cl2 is a Lr. Cl2 is a Lr. Next question. Now if suppose if they have given the weight, try to cross check, try to convert it into the which one? Try to convert that into the moles, and if you do, you will get the answer. If 10 gram of N2 reacts with 10 gram of H2, find Lr. Now say me the answer. Find the Lr. If suppose weights they have given means, try to convert that weights into the which one? Try to convert that weights into number of moles and then you find. What is the answer you got? What is the answer you got? Are you trying? My dear friends, are you trying the answer? Try to convert this into, okay. Try to convert the weights into number of moles and then you cross check from the balanced equation. Balanced equation also I was given. N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. Now Answer is N2. Good, 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 good. N2 is a limiting reagent. Now you see, we require for the 1 mole of N2, we require 3 moles of H2. Now here he has given 10 grams of N2. So 10 gram of N2, number of moles for the N2 will be 10 grams by 14. 10 grams by 28. 10 grams by 28, it will give you something 0.35 mole. Right? Now, number of moles of H2. Number of moles of H2 will be 10 by 2. Approx it will give you 5 mole. It will give you the 5 mole. Now, for 1 mole we require the 3 moles of H2 means according to the 0.35 mole. 0.35 mole require how many? 0.35 into 3. How much it will give you? Approx 0.35 into 3. It will give you 1.05 moles of H2. But how many moles of H2 we are having? We are having 5 mole. We require 1 mole. 1.05 mole of H2 we require. But we are having 4 mole. Means approx 4 moles. Approx 4 moles of the H2 is excess. Then limiting is N2. Limiting is N2. That's it. LR is a limiting, N2 is a limiting reagent. Right, good. Now another question I will give you. Now you have to say me the answer. Balanced reaction I will not give you. Just name I will give you. Okay. Propane I will give you. Better. C3H8 plus oxygen gives rise to CO2 plus H2O. Now what the question he has given? 44 gram of propane reacts with 160 gram of oxygen. Find LR. Option A, C3H8 is LR. Option B, oxygen is LR. Right? Now, C, no LR. D, both are LR. Both are LR means propane and O2 are LR. No LR. Now say me the answer. What is the answer you got? Right. Good. Good, Amajusta. There is no LR. Right. No LR. Because no LR means how to identify whether it is given the LR or not? Now, see. The weights they have given 44 gram, right? Propane weights they have given 44 gram. Oxygen weight they have given how much? 160, right? 160 weight of oxygen they have given 160. Now weight of propane they have given how much? 44. Weight of propane they have given 44, right? Now if they have given the 44, moles of propane will be 44 by 44. It will give you 1 mole. Now moles of oxygen if they have given, that is 160 by 32, that it will give you the 5 mole. Now balance the reaction. C3H8 plus 5O2 gives rise to 3CO2 plus 4H2O. How? What I said first? First to balance the carbon. How many carbons we are having? 3. Then balance the hydrogen. How many we are having? 8. Here if you keep the 4, it will become 8. Then after balance the oxygen. How many we are having? Here it is 6. Here it is having the 4. 10. So if you give the 5, it will become 10. Right? Now, here 1 mole require 5 moles of O2. Then 1 mole of propane requires how many moles of O2? 5 moles only. So it is equal to the mole ratio, right? Whatever the moles given in the question and stoichiometry mole ratio, both if it is become equal means there is no any LR. This is the perfect stoichiometry question, right? Now, next one. Next question I will give you. Now you have to see me. Now, the reaction is 2 moles of KCl O3 reacted to give KCl and CO2. KCl and the CO2. How much volume of CO2 it has occupied? Sim at STP. How much volume of CO2 it has occupied at STP? 2 moles of KClO3 is heated, let us heated to give the KCl and the CO2. How much volume of CO2 it has occupied at STP? How much volume of CO2 it has occupied at STP? How much volume of CO2 it has occupied at STP? How much volume of CO2 it has occupied at STP? At STP, how much volume it has occupied? How much volume it has been occupied? First balance the reaction, then you can see KClO3 upon heating it will give KCl plus CO2. Okay, now listen. KClO3 upon heating it will give KCl plus CO2, right? Here balance the reaction. If you take the 2, here it will become 2. Now here how many? No. KClO3. Wait. Did I give the any question wrong? Or if the question is correct only? $67.2. 67.2. Oh, sorry. It is O2, not CO2. Sorry. It is O2, O2. O2. Sorry, my dear. Actually, I was given the O2. O2. Once you try with O2. O2. This is 3 moles of O2. 2 KClO3. Right. Sorry. 2 KClO3 upon heating, it will give 2 KCl plus 3 O2. O2. 3 O2. Now you try it and say me. Now I gave the reaction, right? Now you try it and say me the answer. 67.2. Now 2 moles of KClO3. 2 moles of KClO3. According to the balanced reaction, it is giving 3 moles of O2. Then according to this one also 2 moles it will give you how many? 3 moles of O2 only. 3 moles of O2. Okay, if the 3 moles of O2 if you got 3 moles of O2 it is occupying. How much volume it is occupying? By 22.4 if you do. If you cross multiply, it will get how much? 3 into 22.4. It will give you 3 into 22.4. It will give you 67.2. Good. Good Vaishnavi, good Amma, good. 3 into 22.4. It will give you 67.2. Right. Good. See, my dear friends, if I was giving you the balancing reaction, you are doing. But in the questions, they will not give you the balanced reaction. That's what I am saying you. They will not give you the balanced reactions. You have to be very careful with the reactions they have given. Okay, now I will give you some other question. Now I will give you some other question with the somewhat tough level. Okay, somewhat tough level I will give you. Then you have to say me the answer. Right. Just somewhat tricky will be there. If you understand the question data, you can say me the answer. You can say the answer. No problem. Just a tricky will be there. What is saying? 2 moles of A plus B gives rise to 3 moles of C. A container. Okay. Fine. Okay, my dear friends. Okay, fine. Actually, I thought it is a CO2. It is O2. Now, a container has 1 mole of A. A container has 1 mole of A and 1 mole of B. A container has 1 mole of A and 1 mole of B. If 75% of A react, if 75% of A reacts, find LR. Find LR. Find LR. Find LR. Which is a LR here? Find LR. Hello Rudra. Hello. Hi. Find LR. B. No, not B. Not B. Not B. A. Answer is A. Now you see, here what is saying, a container has 1 mole of A and 1 mole of B. In that 75 percentage of the A only reacted. 75 percentage of the A only reacted. Means here you can see, means 2 moles of A reacting with 1 mole of B. Then in the 1 mole of A, only 75 percentage reacting, means only 0.75 has been reacted. In the 1 mole, 75 percentage means 0.75. Then for 0.75 of 75 moles of A require how many moles? Just you cross multiply. 0.25 mole require how many? 0.75 by 2. It requires 0.375. It requires 0.375. But how many moles of B we are having? 1 mole of B. Means here we require 0.75. We are having 1 mole. So that's the reason A is LR, right? A is LR. A is LR. I hope it is clear. Or still you are having any confusion? A is LR. Is it clear or still you are having any confusion? Is it clear? A is LR. 75% in the 1 mole of A, only 75% if it is reacting, means I hope it is clear. Should I give the next question? Should I give the next question? Should I give the next question? I hope it is clear for you. Okay. Now, few more questions. Okay, I will give you the few more questions for you. Now, what is the question? Wait, let me search the question. Due to some technical issue, I was turned off the camera. Up to 8:30. Last question I will give you and I will stop. The last question I will give you and I will stop the question. Okay. Now, I will write the reaction. FeS2 plus O2 gives rise to Fe2O3 plus SO2, right? SO2. Then 120 gram of FeS2 and 88 gram of O2 reacted. Find LR. Find LR. Find LR. Find LR. Balance it. After balancing only you can cross check. Which is the LR? Huh? Fe is 56. Okay, you are asking the molar mass. Fe is 56. Okay, I will give you the molecular weight better. Molecular weight of FeS2 is 120. Right? O2 is 32. O2 is 32. O2 is 32. O2 is LR. O2 is LR. But my dear friends, is the O2 is LR correct only? Is the O2 is LR correct only? Is the O2 is LR? Is it correct? No, there is no LR. No LR only. There is no LR. See, Fe2S is 120 gram. 120 gram is nothing but. See here the Fe2S. Weight they have given 120. 120 by 120. Number of moles of Fe2S is 1. Then after that O2. O2 number of moles they have given how much? 88 gram, right? 88 by 32. 88 by 32. Approx how much you will get? It will give you the 2.75. But the balanced equation will be, what is the balanced equation? 4 moles of FeS2 plus 11 moles of O2 gives rise to 2 moles of Fe2O3 plus 8 moles of SO2. Right? Now this is only the reaction, balanced reaction. What is the balanced reaction? 4 moles of S2, 11 moles of O2, 2 moles of Fe2O3 and 8 moles of SO2. Now this is a balanced reaction. After balancing reaction, now you see 4 moles of FeS2 requires 11 moles of oxygen. Then 1 mole require 11 by 4. 11 by 4 will have 7.25 mole. See, 1 mole of FeS2 require 2.75 moles of O2. Here also we are having the 2.75 moles of O2. In the reverse will do. 11 moles of oxygen require 4 moles of FeS2. Then 2.75 mole require how many? 1 mole of FeS2. We are having the 1 mole of STS2. So there is no any LR only, right? There is no any LR only. I hope it is clear. I hope it is clear for everyone. Right. Right. Now, my dear friends, yes. So you have to balance the reaction first. First balance the reaction properly, then according to the given weights you have to cross check, then according to the given weights you have to cross check and you have to solve the question. Okay, my dear friends, now by that I was ending the class here itself. Tomorrow we'll see the percentage purity and all that. Tomorrow we are going to see those questions. Okay, now I was ending the class. Anyone, if they are having any concerns, they can ask me. If not, we can leave. Okay, fine. Now I was ending the lecture here. Now see you tomorrow. I was ending the lecture here. We'll see you tomorrow. Now anyone, they are having any concern? Anyone want to ask? Okay, I'm fine. Right. Okay, fine. Good night.